This mini lecture looks at the course structure. If you go to page 2 of our syllabus, you will see a list of the course modules. So let's look at a module in more detail. When you go to the main page in Canvas, you will see everything on one page: the syllabus, the major assignments, and all of the course modules. So when I click on the module for COVID clothing, this is what I am able to see. I'm able to see every single part of this module. The module begins with a mini lecture, which is about 10 or 15 minutes, and then there's a few more mini lectures interspersed with readings and discussions, journal options, and a final quiz. If I click on Mini Lecture with Catherine, COVID-19 and Clothing, I will be taken to a window where I can actually start watching this lecture. Notice that there's a button underneath the lecture that says Class, Discuss, or Annotate. If you click on this, it will take you to another window where you can enter comments. In order to first set up your class account, go to clas.ubc.ca and then click Sign in to class. From there, I click Faculty of Arts for myself, and this is a Faculty of Arts course. So you could try clicking Faculty of Arts. If that doesn't work, then if you're in another one of these faculties, you could click that. We are internal to UBC, so we're going to click CWL Login. And from there, you should be prompted to enter your CWL. Mine was automatically entered because I have already accessed class. After you have done this, you should be able to go directly to class videos from our course website. So in class, you can see not only the video itself, which will play when you press play, but you can pause the video and enter a comment right here. You can choose then to make your comment private for yourself by clicking this I button, or public to the whole class. Over here on the right-hand side, you can see the comments made by me, made by your teaching assistant, and by your peers in the class. You can also search these comments through the search button if you're looking for a particular word or theme, or you want to see a particular comment thread. Each module, you're asked to comment on one lecture. Why would I set the class up like this? The purpose of these comments is to deepen and extend the collective conversation, and to make your learning social, so you can access the thoughts of your peers on the material you are engaging with. What do others in the class notice and take away from the reading or lecture? Are they interpreting it the same way as you? What can you learn from their interpretation, and what can they learn from yours? The next question is how to comment on a lecture or reading. A comment may involve you answering a question that I have posed, or that your TA has posed, or another student has posed, or you might add new or updated information. So for example, in your comment, you could include a link to a recent article that the class should know about, or your comment could be a new question that you'd like other students in the class to respond to. In commenting on lectures and readings, discussion and debate are encouraged as long as they are constructive and civil. Debate must be focused on ideas rather than on individual students. The goal of discussion in this context is to try to understand multiple perspectives and identify the evidence supporting these different perspectives. This is an important process to go through before you solidify your own positions on a topic. In addition to the mini lectures and readings, every module has a discussion or an activity like a case study. These will usually ask you to post and respond to two other students' posts. All of your discussions will take place within your small learning community. Your learning community is a group of students that you will experience the course with, and you will have your own designated TA just for this community. So going back to this discussion assignment, in the discussion for this COVID clothing module, you're asked to trace the global supply chain for a COVID item like masks or gloves. Through this activity, you will learn where a variety of COVID items come from, not just from your own research, but from your peers' posts as well. The next part of the module is the reading. So this module has 2 short readings. And if I click on the first one, the impact of COVID-19 on the people who make our clothes, it will take me to a link for this reading. So all the readings in this course are free to you and posted online through Canvas. You don't need to buy a reader through the bookstore. The final component of each module is a short quiz. The quizzes are designed to measure your comprehension of the module lectures and readings. Questions are multiple choice and true-false. At the end of the module, once everyone has taken the quiz, correct answers will be released with feedback and suggestions for how to study this question further. Quizzes are designed to be regular, low-stakes assessments. In fact, this is how each of the components we've discussed so far have been designed. This course rewards you for doing small and manageable chunks of work on a regular basis, rather than cramming. And this consistent pace of work has been shown to be better for student stress levels and mental health. I designed this course based on research about student wellness, which is particularly important for all of us in COVID times. Research coming out of UBC shows that course design and specific teaching practices can benefit student well-being. I've included the link here at the bottom in case you'd like to read more about this. So going back to our module quizzes, I added a quiz to the end of each module to encourage you to keep up with the material. The feedback you get on each quiz question should give you a sense of what parts of the module you should definitely study more of. The final project for this course is an infographic. The goal of the infographic is to help share the latest COVID knowledge and data with the public in an accessible and engaging way. You have the option to work with a nonprofit organization to produce this infographic. You will also need to submit a written description justifying how you developed the infographic and how you chose the material that you did to present on it. You can find out more about this infographic if you go to the home page of our course. And under the heading Syllabus and Major Assignments, you can see the infographic assignment details. If you click on Infographic, it will take you to this page, which lists all of the organizations requesting infographics from our class. Click on the organization for more information about what they are looking for. So if I click on the AIDS Support Organization, it will take me to this page. The page describes a bit about the AIDS Support Organization of Uganda in this paragraph, and then it describes what is important in the infographic. So TAZO would appreciate infographics that address crisis prevention and intervention models that consider the client group of those living with and affected by HIV and AIDS, specifically in relation to the intersections of the following topics in the Ugandan context. So if you chose to work with this organization, you could pick either A, B, or C. A being psychosocial impacts of COVID-19, like depression, isolation, and anxiety, and so on. B, gender-based violence in COVID-19, or C, food security and COVID-19. They also specify who the audience for this infographic will be. So you can choose whether 1, you would like to address healthcare workers and social workers within and beyond this organization, or 2, clients of this organization, the families of clients, and the broader community. So there's lots of flexibility for you here to pursue something that you find interesting and meaningful in relation to this pandemic. Take some time this week to look through the infographic requests from community organizations. Try to identify the top 3 that you would be interested in working on, because you will have a choice. Next week, I'll ask you about your preferences, and then I will match you with 2 other students who have the same interests so that you can complete the infographic together. My goal here is to help you make social connections in the course. Even though you won't meet other students face-to-face, you will also develop communication and teamwork skills through this assignment, which will parallel future skills you'll likely need in your career. Social connection is a theme throughout this course, and I've tried to build in contact with other students in many different ways, through the lecture and reading comments, the module discussion posts in your learning community, and through this final assignment as well.